Hey y'all, kind of realized this after the fact, but I will be using images from the latest season and even the latest episode in this video. Like, I'm not going to talk about anything plot-wise, like with characters or anything, but yeah, there's going to be like screenshots from the latest episode and season. So I just wanted to let y'all know, like, light spoilers and everything. But yeah, anyway, enjoy the ramblings of past Doorcat Matt. The AOT community is toxic. I don't know if any of y'all have been on Twitter, like anime Twitter or AOT Twitter, but it is the absolute worst. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm not even writing a script for this. I don't even have a script for this. This is just my raw, like, emotion about it, like, my raw response to it, because I'm just really disgusted by just how this community is acting, especially lately with MAPPA and everything. So like, if you didn't know, MAPPA isn't the original producers for Attack on Titan. Like they're not the original company that made Attack on Titan. The original company was Wit Studios, but Wit, for one reason or another, I don't know the specific reason. I didn't really look into it, but they didn't want to do Attack on Titan anymore. So as a result, it kind of laid in limbo for a while, and then Mappa, the company that's producing it now, picked it up. And like obviously like with a new studio and everything, there's gonna be changes in the way their animation looks, the way their CGI looks, and all of that. So there's pretty much two different camps right now in the AOT community, at least the community on Twitter anyway. So you have one group of people that just, you know, hates Mappa or just like really criticizes them or whatever. Personally, I think criticizing is fine as long as you're respectful about it and you still show appreciation to all of the work and the effort that Mappa is doing. But as I mentioned, there are people that legitimately have they have divine hate for Mappa. Like I've seen people complain about it all. Like one of the biggest complaints I've seen is Mikasa, and their complaint is that she looks too masculine, and some of the examples I've seen is that her jawline is too wide, and I think I've heard some people complain about her hair too. Like they call her like man Casa. And I mean, okay, I mean, I guess she looks a bit more masculine, but I mean, it's just like minor stuff. Like, she still looks like a girl, at least for me, like, in my opinion. Like, I don't see like a straight, like, guy when I look at this image, you know? Like, from the way some people talk about it on Twitter, you would think that, I don't know, like Mikasa grew like a goatee or something, you know? Like, for me at least, the only quote unquote masculine thing I can see from her is her hair. And even then, her hair isn't really like masculine or anything. Like, there are plenty of girls that have short hair. And like with the whole like jawline argument, I mean, I guess her jawline is thicker, but I mean, that's like an aesthetic choice, like an artistic choice by Mappa. I mean, they changed the design of pretty much every character more or less. And then B, are you really gonna nitpick the way someone's jaw looks to criticize a character? I mean, again, if you don't like it, I mean, that's fine. You're entitled to like not like the way a character's jaw looks, but that is like such a nitpick in my opinion. Also, I feel like it depends on the shot in like the episode. Like this is gonna sound really stupid, but everyone has like a good side and like a bad side, like how people are always like, "Oh, take a picture of me for my good side." I kind of feel like a similar argument can be made with like this anime, like Mikasa, for example, because there's some shots like this one where she looks like more quote unquote feminine. And then other shots, like the one I showed previously, she looks more, I guess, quote unquote masculine, even though, again, I don't really think there's that much of a difference or it's that big of a deal. But I think that's also one thing to consider, that she's gonna look different. Like, characters are gonna look different depending on the shot and, like, depending on the angle. Like, I don't know. I might be wrong, but I don't really think anyone has like really addressed it like that. Like, depending on like the angle and like, the way the characters are positioned, they're gonna look a certain way. Again, if you don't like the way her chin looks, or like the way her like jawline looks, that is completely fine. I'm not saying that you should like it, that you're required to like it. I'm just trying to explain that, you know, it could change depending on the way the character is positioned. I don't know if these are verified, like if these are actually responses from MAPPA, like it's official, but basically these are images. Like on the left, it's someone making fun of them because apparently they don't know how to animate Titans, and someone from MAPPA just saying like that they're sorry, that they're having problems with being rushed and everything, and that they can cancel the anime anytime due to hate. And the right message is basically just them saying that they're doing their best, they're working as hard as they can with in such a short amount of time, and that they're asking, I think they're begging the fans to just stop harassing them and to just give them like appreciation. And I think this is just sad. Again, I'm in the camp that I have my own issues with MAPPA, with the season, like the animation quality and the CGI. I think criticism again is fine, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you still have to show appreciation for MAPPA, to appreciate the hard work they're putting on a day-to-day basis to put these episodes out weekly. I don't think that they're just gonna, you know, cancel the anime, like cancel the show, especially just from negative feedback like hate, because I mean, that doesn't really hold up from a business standpoint. But I can already tell, if these are true, that all of the stuff, all the negative feedback, and all of the hate, because there are people who are just literally just harassing them, you know, for the work they're doing on the season. And like Mappa does not deserve that. I mean, again, criticism is one thing, and I do think some criticism is a bit of a stretch. I mean, criticism is fine, but if you're going out of your way to, personally harass people who work at Mappa, like the Mappa studios, in one way or another, then just stop. Like, just please stop. And like, given the whole situation, going on around the world with the you know what, and the fact that after Wit Studios dropped Attack on Titan, like they didn't want to do it anymore, there was a point where we didn't know if the story would ever be finished by, in anime form. And Mappa picked up the anime, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a finale, we're gonna get an end, and we're gonna see how the story ends with Eren and Armin and Mikasa and Jean and Levi and all of these amazing characters. Like, we're gonna see an end. And that's because Mappa picked up the anime. Like, most anime adaptations of manga never get like an end. Like, they never actually adapt the entire manga into an anime. It's usually like maybe the first couple arcs, or if you're lucky, you get a season 2 or 3. But with Attack on Titan, we're gonna see the whole thing, pan out. And I think as a community, we should feel lucky about that. Again, if criticism is fine, if you want to criticize certain things, that's fine. But there is no reason why you should make Mappa feel guilty about anything and just harassing them and all of this disgusting stuff. So, like on the other side with the Mappa defenders, a tactic some of them have started using is whenever they see someone just hating on Mappa or criticizing parts of the anime, what they'll do is that they'll just start spoiling stuff from the manga. And I mean, I get the reasoning behind it, like I really do, but I think that's taking it a bit too far, just to just start spoiling stuff from the manga for these people. And like just forgetting the person you're targeting, this is all going down on Twitter. And like you're making a public tweet to them with the spoilers. Like it's one thing if it's in DMs or whatever and you're spoiling it for them, but you're not. You're doing it publicly, like in a tweet that they released publicly about Mappa, just hating on Mappa or whatever, right? So you're gonna have like other people in the community, and especially people who follow you or who follow the person you're responding to, like they're gonna see the spoilers too. So they're gonna have the whole like Attack on Titan story spoiled for them, even though they didn't do anything wrong. Like again, I get the reasoning behind it, and I mean I do agree that these haters who are just taking it too far, like harassing Mappa and just being like nitpicky, should be responded to. But I just think you should be careful with it because there is a very high risk that some external party is going to be affected by it. Another argument that I've seen is that they'll tell people that, oh, well, if you're not an animator, if you don't know how to animate, then you have no right to criticize Mappa. And I mean, I get the logic behind it, I get the reasoning, but I think the argument is kind of faulty, in my opinion. Like, for example, if I go to a baker, order bread, and when I get the bread, I look inside and it's burnt, I still have the right to tell the baker, like, hey, you didn't really make this bread properly, like the inside is like really burnt. Because I know what good bread is supposed to look like, what it's supposed to like taste like. So I can still tell the baker what he did wrong. Like, I'm not a professional baker or anything. Like, I don't know how to make bread professionally in like a big, expensive oven. But I still have the right to criticize the bread. Like, I still have the right to criticize the product that's being brought to me. So, like, in regards to Mappa and Season 4, if people have issues about the CGI, the animation quality, the character designs, all of that stuff, they have that right. Like they have the right to complain about something they don't like or that they have issue with and to show their displeasure about something. The only thing that they have to remember is that they have to be respectful, they have to be responsible, and they still have to show appreciation for all of the hard work that Mappa is doing this season. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just think that the community as a whole just needs to like get its act together and just like stop with all of this like toxicity and garbage and just being at each other's throats over this or that. Like, we all love Attack on Titan, and I just think we should find that middle ground between, just defending what's going on and just being a jerk about it. And I mean, for Mappa, I mean, definitely take the criticism with an open heart, but, don't let the harassment and all the hate or whatnot get to you. Y'all are doing a great job, with Attack on Titan. That's something that, not a lot of, people can say. I think y'all are doing an amazing job with Attack on Titan. I don't think you're doing anything wrong. You're not doing a disservice to Attack on Titan. That's what I'm trying to say. So keep your head up. Don't worry about it. Most of us love you, Mappa. And we appreciate everything that you're doing. So again, just don't worry about it too much. From like a small YouTuber to you. I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about this situation. Um, I'm sorry if I just started rambling about it, but I definitely had a lot that I needed to get off my chest. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think that the community is just becoming too toxic? Do you think that Mappa is in the wrong? Like, do you think they're doing a terrible job? Or do you think Mappa is doing just fine? I'd love to hear what you have to say down in the comments below. Other than that, Leave a like, comment, subscribe, stay awesome, and like always, peace out.